Ethiopia, a land of ancient kingdoms, towering mountains, and stories that echo through time. Among these tales, one stands out, a story of triumph, tragedy, and a young prince whose life was forever changed by the tides of history. This is the story of Prince Alemayehu, the son of Emperor Tewodros II, a visionary leader who dreamed of uniting Ethiopia, but whose reign ended in fire and blood. The tragic saga of Emperor Tewodros II and Prince Alemayehu. From unity to exile, Emperor Tewodros II, born Kassa Hailu around 1818 in Qwara, a rugged region near Ethiopia's Sudan border, emerged during the tumultuous Zemene Mesafint era of the princes, a period marked by feudal fragmentation. His early life was steeped in hardship. Orphaned and raised by a pious aunt, Kassa exhibited military brilliance and charisma. By 1855, after defeating rivals like Ras Ali and Dejazmach Wube, he crowned himself Emperor Tewodros II, symbolizing his ambition to restore the Solomonic line and unify Ethiopia. The Battle of Qwara, 1854, defeating Ras Ali II, this was the decisive battle that launched Kassa Hailu, later Emperor Tewodros II, to prominence. The Ethiopian Empire in the early 19th century was fragmented, ruled by regional warlords under the Zemene Mesafint era of the princes. Kassa Hailu, a minor noble from Qwara, sought to unify Ethiopia under his rule. The ruling regent, Ras Ali II, controlled Gondar, but was weakening due to internal rivalries. The battle, Kassa, a skilled military commander, ambushed Ras Ali II at Qwara, a strategic hill. His forces, armed with modern firearms acquired through trade, defeated the regent's larger but poorly coordinated army. Outcome, Ras Ali fled, and Kassa seized power in Gondar, effectively ending the Zemene Mesafint and taking control of northern Ethiopia. Battle of Exile, 1855, crushing Dejazmach Wube Haile Mariam back. After defeating Ras Ali, Kassa faced another major rival, Dejazmach Wube Haile Mariam, the powerful ruler of Tigray and Semien. Wube had strong regional support and European-trained soldiers. Kassa's army outmaneuvered Wube's forces at Exile, utilizing his superior military tactics and modern weaponry. Wube was captured and imprisoned. Following this victory, Kassa marched to Gondar and crowned himself Emperor Tewodros II in 1855. Battles against the Oromo and other rivals, 1855-1860, Tewodros then turned south, fighting against Oromo rulers in Shewa and Wollo. He defeated Biru Goshu and the rulers of Gojam, solidifying his hold over central Ethiopia. By 1860, he had unified most of the country under his rule, making him the first emperor to do so in nearly a century. Tewodros sought to centralize power, abolishing feudalism, confiscating church lands, and modernizing the army with European firearms. His reign, 1855-1868, was a paradox of progressive ideals and autocratic ruthlessness. He relocated the capital to Magdala, a mountain fortress, and imposed harsh taxes, sparking rebellions. His volatile temperament, inspiring loyalty and fear, alienated nobles and clergy, yet his dream of a united Ethiopia resonated deeply. Tewodros's fascination with European technology led him to seek British alliance. In 1862, he wrote to Queen Victoria, requesting craftsmen and diplomats. When ignored, he imprisoned British envoys, including Consul Charles Cameron, hoping to force negotiations. By 1867, Britain dispatched General Robert Napier with 13,000 troops to rescue the captives, marking the asterisk British expedition to Abyssinia. In April 1868, Napier's forces, equipped with modern artillery, overwhelmed Tewodros' defences. Cornered in Magdala, Tewodros released the hostages but refused surrender. On April 13th, after a final battle, he committed suicide with a pistol gifted by Victoria, declaring, "An emperor does not surrender." His body was buried under the church of Medhain Alem, per his wishes. Tewodros' 7-year-old son, Alemayehu, born to Empress Tiruwerk Wube, witnessed his father's death. Tiruwerk, frail and grieving, died en route to the British camp, leaving Alemayehu orphaned. Despite her wish for her son to remain in Ethiopia, British officers, invoking Tewodros' letter to Victoria, took Alemayehu to England. Captain Tristram Speedy, a towering figure fluent in Amharic, became his guardian, though their bond was strained by cultural displacement during the 1868 expedition to Abyssinia. Speedy's knowledge of Ethiopia was crucial to the commander, Sir Robert Napier. He was recalled to join the expedition and received the Abyssinian War Medal. After an audience with Queen Victoria, Speedy was appointed guardian to the young Prince Alemayehu, son of the late Emperor Tewodros. In England, Alemayehu was presented to Queen Victoria, who noted in her diary, "a dignified, graceful boy with beautiful eyes." Despite her patronage, Alemayehu struggled. Educated at Rugby School and Sandhurst, he faced isolation and racism. Moved between guardians after Speedy's departure, he never acclimated. Victoria funded his education, writing, "It is too sad, all alone, far from his country." In 1879, Alemayehu succumbed to pneumonia at 18. Buried at Windsor Castle's St. George's Chapel, his epitaph reads, "A lonely figure, Prince of Ethiopia." His death sparked enduring grief in Ethiopia. Emperor Johannes IV lamented, "Our prince died in the hands of strangers." Ethiopia persistently seeks Alemayehu's remains, symbolizing colonial wounds. In 2007, Prince Philip acknowledged the plea but cited preservation concerns. The British Museum holds Magdala treasures, including sacred manuscripts, fueling restitution debates. Alemayehu's story, immortalized in literature and film, embodies the clash of empires and the human cost of ambition. Tewodros and Alemayehu's tale is one of visionary ambition and tragic displacement. Tewodros' dream of unity clashed with colonial might, while Alemayehu's exile underscores the fragility of cultural identity. Their legacies, entwined in Ethiopia's soul, remind us of history's enduring echoes and the unhealed scars of empire.